interesting thing. If you lived in a place in a time where when you walked places, you didn't know what was out there, like in the wilderness, so you have to have control of your animal enough to be able to say, stay here, okay, go out, follow me and be quiet, all these things. And putting him in those situations, he fails terribly because he's a 21st century dog who doesn't have to think like that, so his judgment's horrible. His judgment is immature, all right? This is better. We need him to be mature and to follow. But if we treat him like a baby, if we think of him like a puppy, then he will act like a puppy, but he'll be in an adult's body. So I look at him and I say, grow up. Look, read the room. Watch where I'm going, watch what I'm saying to you, pay attention. And he struggles with that, but he's getting better every day, obviously. You know, he's got a lot of potential. Because I don't look at him as a puppy, and I don't look at him as a cute little fluffy teddy bear. I look at him as a predator that I want to have control over. That's the difference between somebody who's going to have a lot of control over the dog and somebody who's not. You seek that control. You need to with a dog like this, okay? And ultimately, once he has good judgment, we don't need to flex our control because he understands the do's and don'ts. But in the beginning, yes, we have to, every step of the way, tell him when, where, and how. This is beautiful, by the way. He's just relaxing. He's taking it in. This is great. See, I'm not trying to change who he is. He's a shepherd. I'm just trying to dial back the intensity because he lives in a house, and show him good judgment and to follow all these things. See this head here? This is nice. He didn't have this a couple days ago outside. It was whine, 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 whine. Now it's relax because the options are taken away. We're not going to play ball. We're not going in the river. We're not going down that road. We're not going to check that tree out. All that's taken away because I haven't said the release word. So he understands because I haven't said the release word, he's to follow me. And I'm sitting here talking to you, so he's doing a very appropriate thing for him. Calmly, passively, taking in the environment, but he's not going and interacting with it. Was that a snowflake? I knew it was cold out today. Ax. I'm gonna ask him, I'm gonna tell him to go, free. And then once I feel like he's had enough time, I'm asking him to come back to follow me. Break. Hey, good boy. Another thing that I'm teaching him is if something comes into the environment that startles him that he feels like he needs to check out, he needs to not do that. And he needs to allow me to decide how to deal with this new thing that came into our vision here. So that's what I do as a leader. I decide what we're going to do here. If he jumps to conclusions and tries to do it himself, he's going to get corrected by me, and then he's going to learn, oh, okay, let him decide what we do. And it really is as simple as that. It's easier to do when they're puppies and you put it in their brain young and that's how they view you, but you wait a couple years and then you try to do it, it's harder. Do you feel how much better he is today than the last time we came out?
Oh yeah.
He's getting there. That is going to drive him nuts. Every time he steps on the leash, it just... Look, pay attention right here. We're walking somewhere new, and what's my boy starting to assume? That he has to get close to me. Because now it's somewhere new, and I'm going to decide first when and where he can go, if he can even go, or if we're just going to pass through. I didn't say anything, but I'm already seeing him start to do it. Now I'm going to correct him. We're new at this. but I just seen him get close to me as we came somewhere new. That's why we're doing this. Teaching him how to travel. Right there, I made the sound saying follow. Still got a lot of like goofy puppy stuff, which I want him to have that during his free time, but not during work time. Those are correction things that you pick up, and they're not firm enough because he keeps going out. That one is firm enough because now he's not going out. Good. 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 That's a good dog right there. Good boy. Good boy. That's good. Nice work, buddy. Good job. That's a good looking walk. If he can keep that, that's going to be nice. Good boy. That makes everybody happy. Nice. Nice. Good job. Nice work. That was good. Okay. A little bit more walking. It's a lot of work. A little bit more. I'm gonna go down. Let's go. That's the first time I didn't release him this whole time after stopping. Good. But we have to mature him a little bit. We only have 3 weeks. It's not like I can raise him in the course of a year. Like, if you own him, you can do that. You can have years to raise him. I'm trying to train him and also raise him a little bit, like mature him a little bit. Boy. Nice. Good boy. That's Paulo. Alright? Alright? Good. Break. Go potty. Go. Yeah. Good boy. Go ahead. Go potty. Atta boy. So this is the time for him to get it all out, right? Come on. This would be how you would add in your activity, whatever you do with them, if it's the ball, whatever. But I just like to do 3 times. Good, come on. You're a good boy. Okay, now I'm going to get back to this. Okay?
structured walks and then stops like this. Structured walk and then stops like this.
So he's free for a few minutes. Guy back to the road usually always means all the time. I'm going to put the beep here. That pretty much tells him. Good boy. Good boy, that's what I want. Good boy. Now we're traveling to the next place. So that means no, you know, the rules apply because we're driving. We're following the speed limit till we get to the next destination. Good. He's learning. He's learning. You know, of course he's going to fight the system here and there because that's, you know, typical of dogs to do. But I think he's learning good. That it's not so bad. You're out here for an hour. The better you are, the more freedom you're going to have, my man. The better you are at following and not putting up a stop. Little traction, losing focus. Again, this isn't heel, okay? This is follow, so it's a little looser, but there's still the rules apply. You can't interact with the environment, all right? You got to follow them. Have to have them be able to follow, have good judgment. They can't overact at every little fucking thing they see, because then they break your cover and all that good stuff. You literally have to have a dog to do what we get dogs to do. That's not saying that it can't be projective and help defend the territory, but it's all under the human control. And we teach them what good judgment is, right? Somebody knocking at the door who comes to the house regularly at noon, midday, doesn't justify an explosion at the first sound, right? Maybe it justifies you looking at your human and saying, should I be concerned? And then from there, decide what to do. Let your owner's expression and their information, their feedback to you about the situation tell you how to behave, rather than you just behaving how you want to, right? And you're seeing that already. If you watch, when we get somewhere new, he sees something. He's starting to look at it and then look at me. And that moment that he looks at me, I can say, no, that's not for you. Or I can say, okay, go for it. And that is us talking. That's him getting permission from me, right? And if I say no to the thing and he does it anyway, well, then there's punishment. If I say no to the thing and he whines about it because he wants to do it, well, then there's punishment, right? So then we just get a dog who's calm and compliant, which feels really good. Hey, bud, this isn't going to be a release. I'm going to ask him to continue to follow me, which usually results in a little mistake. We'll see what happens. Let's go. Good. Much better. See, he's changing rapidly. He's doing very well. Good boy, bud. Come on. That's my boy. That's my good boy. That's my good boy. Hi, bud. I'm throwing in some softer talking, just so you know that doesn't mean that stop. Follow him. Come on. That boy. That boy. No. You know what I have to do? Break. Go potty. Go potty. There you go. Keep taking it away. Very nice. That was beautiful. Looking so good, dude. So good. I can't even tell you. It looks so good. Keep it up. Keep up the good work. Keep it up. Good boy. That's right. What? What is it? Agro? Yes. Are we ready? I think we head back. Beautiful. Let's go. Figure out how to hold everything. Ooh, another snowflake. That's really nice. Okay.
Your towel.
What's that?
Your towel.
Oh, thank you. Okay. Here. Let's go. I know you stepped on your own leg. All right. Let's go. There. See, everything's in form. All my words. Break. Go ahead, bud. You see what I'm doing? Over the course of days, he'll know how to follow the mechanics of it, and then we start adding in some scenarios that cause him to challenge what I taught him in a few days. Nice. Some nice smells there. Let's go. Let's go. Good boy. Break. See, I like to pretend that we're back in time, right? And I need my dog to be quiet because there could be anything around the corner. There could be something. We don't know, and his doofy butt can't be blowing our cover. So we need to survive in a way where he learns when it's time for him to go to explore, when it's time for him to just be quiet and follow my lead. It's fun for me, and it gets the job done. Especially with a guy like this whose mind's already there. They're already like in that mode of defensive and protective and all that.